Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I create videos based on faith, lifestyle, motherhood, and just life lessons and a little bit of life coaching. Well, thank you so much for if you're a new subscriber. Thank you so much for being here, and if this is your first time watching this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I appreciate the feedback and comments if you guys have any questions. So, just to give you guys a little bit of an update of where I have been, since I really don't have an agenda of today's video, I just want to just share revelations and update you guys and what I've been going through in my life, and yeah, just a life update pretty much. So I recently, or just initially, when I created this YouTube video or just YouTube channel, I wanted to be very consistent, and yeah, that has failed. And the reason is because I really want these videos to be genuine and share on my own timing, and I like push it or put pressure on myself of things that of content that I have to be creating every week. So it's just, this is more like what God leads me to share, or when it's time that I have kind of like learned a lesson, I want to share that with you guys. So this is why it's pretty much taking me a little longer to create these videos and just post videos, because I'm really just pacing myself and just sharing things that I know you guys can learn from, or just overall share what I'm learning through my faith, and just as a new I call him a new Christian, new baby Christian. And if you're walking in the same journey as me, I think it's good to take our time and evaluate what we're going through before we share it. And yeah, pretty much that. So, life update. I actually recently just got married through the church, which has been a blessing in our life. Well, I've been with my now husband, and we were married through the court, but now we've been together for almost 14 years. So we were like, okay, it's time that we actually do it through the church. And for those that are hesitant or just wanting to know, like, if there's even a point to that, or if it feels a difference. Yes, you definitely feel a difference once you do that through church. Like me and my husband were talking about it, that we can feel God's spirit. We can see that the commitment, it feels different. It's not the same through court. It's just it's an essence that you feel like you're more. Not that we didn't feel stronger, but now it's just like stronger, and now it just feels like whatever obstacle comes in our life, or anything that we're gonna conquer it through, with God's grace, and we're not quitting, and it's like it's for real. That's how it feels like. Okay, now it's for real, and we can't give up. Whatever comes through, like through death, sickness, health, we're gonna stick through, and that's the promises we made to each other. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting married through church, I highly encourage it, and that it's the biggest blessing, not just for your for your children, knowing that it's been done through God's grace, and receiving the blessing. It's a different dynamic, and it's just a different feeling. But yeah, that's a life update that I wanted to give you guys. And I'll have more. I think I will make a separate video sharing more details of the wedding, how it came about. And I think, because I think we have a pretty interesting story, that this was never planned, this was never the goal, and it's just, it just happened. But I think how it came about was beautiful. So if you guys want to hear more about that, definitely let me know, and I can share the story. And also, what I just wanted to share, um, I think what I've been learning, or just revelations that I've been observing through this whole transition, is just learning more about myself, and what actually like the seasoning in my life. I think for me, it's more like being bold with my faith. I think I'm being really tested when it comes to that. And I think maybe this is why I'm being a little bit hesitant. Even though when I started this channel, it was a whole completely dynamic, and now just changing the content, and because I'm changing, so I want to make sure I am reflecting that. So I think for me, what I've been really praying for and just learning, it's being bold with my faith, no matter where I'm at, and just learning. And I think that is hard. I didn't think it was going to be that hard because we have this belief, especially if you're new to your faith and you don't feel adequate to even teach or just, just share what you're learning, because you feel like there's still so much more you need to uncover, and you don't want to like share the wrong information, or just overall, I think it's based on confidence. And I'm at that level where I maybe feel like, well, I'm not confident enough to share this message because I haven't learned it myself, or I'm still struggling with certain things in life. So I don't feel adequate for me to actually explain or even teach about this. But I think that's where I've been praying for God just to give me like that. There's no aiming, there's no such thing as being perfect. I don't think I'm ever going to reach that. And I think that's where I have learned that it's okay that I'm not perfect. And there's people just like me that are trying to figure out where their connection with God. And I think that's where I am at, trying to not, no, not to feel like I have to be perfect in order to share the gospel, to share God's message, or to share my journey, because it's a lifestyle, it's a lifetime thing. Like it's gonna be always. I'm always gonna be learning. I'm gonna be make mistakes, and the point is to know that the only person that can judge us is God. There's no one else. And not being able to, like feed on that, what are people going to think about me. So I think that's also something that I'm going through, just not caring what people are going to think, or like, she's turning into this, she's turning into that now, she thinks she's perfect, she's this Christian girl. Like, no, like, I think I never want to come off as that person. And so I think that's why it's kind of hard for me to share certain things, and I'm like kind of private, especially with people around me, because I feel like I haven't mastered it. But I will never master it. I think it's a lifestyle where we learning, because I'm still learning, and it's gonna take time. But as I go, I will share what I'm learning through God and what He's teaching me. So I think that's what I've been, praying the most, just for God to give me courage and to help me be bold with my faith, and whenever I need to share it. Especially, we never know the people that need to hear certain things. And if we stayed, quiet and don't share, you never know. Like, maybe that person needs to hear that. So just that I wanted to share. And I think it's, and just not being like I have an agenda. Like, sometimes I feel like I have to have a certain message, certain agenda to share a message. But I think I'm just gonna start being spontaneous and just sharing what the Holy Spirit wants me to share at that moment. And yeah, I think this is just a short video that I wanted to give you guys an update of what it's more to come. And I think I'm gonna start doing maybe like daily devotionals, or just reading things that I really um, that I'm learning through reading. Because I do, in the morning I do a Bible planned, and those have really helped me a lot. So I think I want to start sharing that, reading a little bit about it, and just reflecting on it, and hopefully you guys can learn as well. And I think we can do this together. Oh, yes. Also, something that I'm also doing on the side, I actually am learning and I'm taking this course that is for life coach. So I'm aiming to, this is something that is I always done. This is something that I always like to do. And I'm a great listener and I think I have a lot of wisdom, right? But I really want to help people, especially with things that are with a trauma, things that are rooted in their life, and just like making a goal plan. So I started this course, and I just can't wait to actually start implementing those things that I'm learning and sharing it with you guys. And hopefully, this will take a new venture in my life, and I'm just so excited to share it with you guys. And we'll see what happens. But so far, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here, listening, and I hope you guys have a blissful day. And if you have any questions or comments or anything, topics that you would like me to talk about, just leave, you can send me an email or just write on the comment section. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.